Man, that looked really good. So today, what I thought I was going to be done with my arrow build, not the case. I have round 2 of arrow building. I'm going to try to go a different route just so I have a better selection of broadheads to choose from. I'll explain more when I get to my parents. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I figured since I'm out here and I have the camera, I might as well make a how I tune my arrows. I was going to shoot the 2117s, but because the arrow looked really good, the arrows flew really good with a 275 grain head, but I didn't have any 275 grain heads available. I was going to get the tough head, the big game, or the dangerous game series, whatever, but they sold out. So I wanted to get down into that 200 grain head range, so I would have had to order 100 grain brass inserts and go through that whole process. But my buddy Tim, he had some 2018 XX75s. They're a little bit shorter. They go up in spine, so I can drop down and weight. So I guess I'll show you how I go through my process of tuning. So here they are, the XX75 Autumn Orange 2018. I'm going to start out with a 200 grain head because that's just what I want to shoot. And I got a fletched shaft, which will most likely fly straight anyway, and then the bareshaft. Gotta be the cool guy, track guy. That's showing pretty weak with a 200 grain head. I will show you what that looks like. Yeah. I want to get that shaft to fly straight. Switch out tips. I got a 125 grain one. So we'll see if that straightens up. If it straightens up a little bit more, then that means I got to remove that insert, cut down the shaft to make it stiffer, which means I can go up and weight in the front. See, it straightened up a little bit. To end the shafts, that's 30.5. I'm just going to go for it and take an inch off. There we go. Tighten as we go. We don't want to crimp it. Just like that. Countersink. So, insert here. I swear I'm getting bit by some mosquitoes. We'll let that hot glue dry. Take that head off. We'll see how 125 grain head flies. Boo. So I'm going to fling a couple more. The 125s are flying really good. You know, as a matter of fact, I'll take out this 125 grain head. Fletched. If these fly great, again, for a few rounds, I will throw on the other lens and do slow motion so I can see how the arrow travels. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay. So, we're getting a little different arrow flight here. Alright, I got a 150 grain tip. Of course, I'm not going to do it once and use that as truth. I'm going to test it again, fling one out there. Nope, it's definitely showing weak. Alright, back to 125. That flight looked good. That flight looked really good. I mean, it's reading a little weak, but center. I wonder if I cut cut another 1/2 inch off. Alright, I did it. I cut off another 1/2 inch. I'll go through and throw them different heads in there. 125, 150, 200. I'll do this one more time. I hate to say it, but I think a 125 grain tip is going to work. Man, that looked really good. Now we're at 15 yards. Now 10 yards. Well, I am going to do some figuring out right now. So this is where the brain straining comes in, because I ran the numbers through a dynamic spine calculator way off. The 2117s, perfect. They were within like 0.5. These are like 20 off. So I even went on to social media, asked a question in a trad hunters group, and they're like, yeah, it changes with arrows, the dynamic spine. But ChatGPT says my point on distance should be 35 yards, so we're going to give it a shot. Looks like 30 yards.